Aero Gravel. Is this a thing? I guess it is. Sub 900 grams for a frame, aero design cues, 71-degree head tube angle, stable at speed, responsive when you want it to be, all of the lightweight and aero features of a SuperSix, but it can fit a 2.0 mountain bike tire. It's more aero than a Venge Vias, sorry not sorry Specialized, but it's more capable than a 90s mountain bike. When gravel bikes first came out, it was revolutionary to fit a 35mm tire into a pretty road geometry. We were doing a lot of road, fire roads, and dirt paths. If you were really sendy, you were doing a little bit of single track in there too. But now, our road bikes can handle that. Our road bikes clear 35mm tires. Back then, you had to choose between lightweight and capable, and aero wasn't even a thing. Now fast forward to today, the riding and the racing has been getting more technical and more demanding on both our bodies and our bikes. So that brings us today to Cannondale's new all-around gravel race bike, the Cannondale SuperX. So we've got two mounting points up here for a top tube bag. So even when your crew bails on you and you've got to carry everything on your own, you can do it with a top tube bag. The high top tube also means that it's still easy to shoulder for cross. Very capable cross race bike. And that high top tube also means that even on the extra small bikes, you can fit 2 bottles in it. We've got room for a 48 in the rear and a 51 in the front, but that's with 6 mil of clearance on either side. I personally would run a 2.0 front and rear. If you're feeling extra spicy, you could probably squeeze a 2.2 in there. Off the record, of course. And aero. The front end has a similar design to the SuperSix Evo. It's got the same Delta steer, which hides the cables, all the specs, no cables on the bike. Tons of aero cues, from the little lines behind the fork to how it handles the wind back in the rear by the tire. You can tell that this bike was designed with Unbound in mind. So, who's this bike for? Well, if you signed up for a gravel event this year and you want to go fast in it, this bike handles climbs, descents, and the flats like no other. It's definitely worth checking out. If you're doing more gravel adventure stuff, big adventures, maybe bike packing across the US, this bike doesn't have mounting points or anything like that. Cannondale makes another bike for that. It's called the Topstone. Check that one out. But for all you go fast racers out there, check out the SuperX. Come in store at Mike's Bikes or check them out at mikesbikes.com. All right, pro tip, come in close. Let me show you something here. Write the sealant that you're using and the date that you put it in, because it's good for about 3 months. And I always forget, so that's a reminder to top it off when you need to. You can see I use the Vittoria sealant. I put it in on January 15th, 2025. I know this bike doesn't come out until February, but that's perks of the job. Check out at careers.mikesbikes.com or mikesbikes.com/careers. See you later.